You will see your current reality in a completely new way and release resistance around it after you watch this video. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary, I'm a manifestation coach, and if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. To apply to work with me or for my free product that's in the description box below, your 3D reality doesn't mean anything. Quantum physics tells us that the quantum atom, atoms that make up everything in our world, everything in our universe. The quantum atom is 0.00001% matter, or physical, and 99.99999% nothing, or energy. Now, what does that mean? It means that the atoms that make up our physical world, the things that we experience with our senses, that is that small percentage of 0.00001. That's what our physical world is. That's what matter is. So everything around you in your reality right now is that small percentage. Whereas 99.99999% of this world of reality is nothing, is energy, is potential. When you hear Abraham Hicks talking about the vortex, so everything that you want is in the vortex. It is done, it is waiting for you, it is lined up for you. That is what they mean, that is what they're talking about. It is that 99.9999%. So the potential for your life, to be different than what it is huge. Because most of reality is potential, it is energy. So it's like this massive, massive pie. And you've got one tiny little minuscule crumb of it. And you're looking at that crumb, you're thinking, this is all that is, this is what is real. When really there's a whole massive pie, okay? All of your desires, everything that you've asked for, all of the potential, all of the new realities, they are all in that larger percentage. But it doesn't feel that way because you can't experience it, you're not experiencing it with your senses yet. It hasn't turned to the physical. But for you to look around at life and say, well, this is what it is, or it can't get better, or how could it be any different, is illogical knowing this. It's such a small percentage, what is already manifested, what is happening right now, or has manifested in the past, because it's the same thing, it turned to a physical thing. It is such a small percentage of what is really possible, of what this reality really is. When you are looking at something in your life that you don't like, that you don't want, you're just looking at that very, very small percentage. Can you start to see the unimportance, I don't know if that's a word, but unimportance of the 3D reality of what is already manifested? There is so much more out there. There is so much more potential than what you are living. You may not be able to see it yet and experience it with your senses yet, but it is real and it exists. Okay, and it is so much bigger and more important to focus there than on what has already manifested, that tiny, tiny little percentage of reality. How often are you focused outward into the 3D reality, into things and experiences and even thought patterns, the past, okay? Things that are now have manifested, looking outward. How often are you focused in that way and reacting in that reaction mode? And how often are you focused inward, on the inner world, on your emotions apart from conditions in your life, on silence, on the quantum field, on your imagination? You are a creator. And yet, how often are you in creation mode as opposed to how often you're in reaction mode? And so that's why it can feel like things are not changing, things are staying the same or repeating over and over, is because we are more focused outward on the little 0.0001% of reality, and we keep creating that, because that's where a lot of our attention is. We're looking at our lives and other people's lives to see what is real, what is truth, and what is possible. We're observing but not creating. We're looking at that tiny, tiny percentage and then feeling discouraged in this very limited view. We cannot see truth. We cannot see what is really there. We think this is what life is. This is how it is for me. This is what my life is. And this is what it's going to be. And that's so illogical. So I encourage you today to look a little less outward in reaction mode and a little more inward in creation mode. Give more importance to the inner world, to your vision, to the quantum field, to just your emotions separate from conditions in your life, to that vision of what you want, to your vortex, right? Give more importance to that daily. Hold faith in that. And when I say give importance, that's not just deciding, okay, well, yeah, this is more important. It's a moment by moment practice of, okay, well, how much of my energy and attention am I flowing toward that bigger vortex, that vision, my emotions, the inner world, my imagination, right? As opposed to giving so much energy and attention toward the problem, right? The thing that's right here in front of me that I can experience with my senses. So then it must be more important and real, right? No. So giving less, feeding that less, choosing to focus there a little less and a little less, giving less importance to that teeny tiny percentage of reality that is manifested into physical form so far. There is literally so much more lined up for you, so much more potential that is always available to you in all moments. It's like if you were on a deserted island, like that's where you lived, that's what you knew, that's what you've experienced, that's where you grew up, and you did not know that there was a whole other world, other places and countries and whatever else out there. You thought that that was all there was, this tiny little island. And yet, if you took that boat out and just held faith and just trusted that maybe there could be more, you would find it. And the same applies here. There is more for you. Stop limiting yourself. Stop seeing through a limited view of reality. What reality really is mostly energy, mostly potential creation. This universe, this world, your reality is mostly energy. It's mostly potential. It is mostly the vortex, right? In where all the things that you want exist. You know, and that goes for physical things, that goes for traits or changes in mindset, happiness, emotions, you know, everything that you've asked for is in this 99.9999%. Okay, it exists, it is real. So placing your energy there, isn't that going to benefit you? Great way to do that is meditation, because you instantly connect with the quantum field. But basically, you just giving less attention, therefore less importance to this small percentage of reality that has manifested, that'll do it. You're saying that this doesn't really matter that much because there is so much more that is right there, right here, right now, accessible to you. But you will not allow it in if you are so keenly focused on what is around you in your 3D reality. So it's time to give that up. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it has helped you to shift your perspective. Okay, everything is energy in this world, and your reality is more energy and more nothingness, more potential than it is physical. And we have to remember that that's who we are too. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and by giving me a like so I can reach more people, and subscribe if you haven't already. All details to work with me are in the description box below. All right, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one.